Hi, good everyone. Thanks for joining me. My name's Nichols, and welcome to the show. Every moment is an expression of deeper physical and psychological principles, inspired by Joseph Goldstein. For instance, unhappiness is often caused by a number of factors, whether it's biological, whether it's evolutionary, whether there's some deep psychological reasons, whether you can even say metaphysics, but whatever it is, when you pull on these superficial emotions, you realize they go much, much deeper in reality. There's also this realization that when you really dig deep into your moment-to-moment unsatisfactoriness, then there's this idea that you're this thread. So what you need to do is face your own pain, face your own fear, face all those things, and become like this shining thread of intent and understanding of the universe. That seems to be the way through. And then you become this tiny thread in this tapestry of all living things or intelligent creatures, as far as I can tell. And it makes sense in just a purely physical rather than metaphysical way because, look, we only really see the universe in a very, very narrow spectrum, like a very narrow cross-section of the universe. So it makes sense that we make superficial changes, but the universe is deep and we only see a narrow part of it. So when you solve your own problems, you're kind of solving problems for other people at the same time. And then you tug on these problems and then you realize they go really deep down to the nature of reality, nature of who you are itself. And then you begin to realize that some of these are insoluble problems. It's not about solving them. It's about them being an invitation to study your mind more directly and understand that they're projections of a much deeper truth about yourself and about the universe. And it's very simple. Try and solve the problem and suddenly realize that it's not that simple at all. The universe is very complex and you can't sort of solve a lot of these things, but you can look deeply into why they exist. And perhaps in the end, it kind of leaves this invitation that maybe all roads lead to a mindfulness practice. Because by necessity, it seems like a mindfulness practice is the foundation of making sense of almost everything in the universe, because it allows you to look deeply and superficial and realize that what you're seeing around you is just projections of a far more complex and interesting reality constructed by your mind. Which gives you the tools, I guess, to translate the pain of existence, the pain of mortality, into something useful, to translate that into what I can understand, a path of service, a path of transformation, and in some metaphorical and perhaps physical way, the path of death and rebirth be something greater, be something more along the path. All right, well, thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.